Hello everybody, welcome back to Throttle Grotto. Today is race day at Hannegan Speedway and this course is going to be epic. So stay tuned for 2 days of racing condensed into one short video. Okay everybody, so today is race day at Hannegan Speedway and I've already had an interesting time getting here. The truck I just picked up, which is actually this Dodge Dakota V8 four-wheel drive manual, good truck for towing. I had a brake caliper go south on me on the way up here, so I stopped at an auto parts store, picked up a caliper and swapped it out in the parking lot. So now that's fixed. Now we're gonna go do a little preview of this course. Usually I don't take you guys on the course walk preview, but you're not gonna get an appreciation for it. So you won't get as good of appreciation for it behind the wheel as you will walking around and pointing some stuff out. So this is gonna be an epic course. 230 feet of elevation change on a rallycross course. That's gonna be great. So this is the first part of the course at the start line. Here's start behind me, kind of goes uphill. You really can't see the course from the car in the start line. And then you drop in to a sharp left right out of the gate and past the pointer cones all the way around the corner. And then I'll show you the straightaway because the straightaway is going to be really fast. All right, so after you come out of the right-hand corner up here, got a long straightaway. You can see there's a gate and then a little bit of a slalom down there to slow everybody down before we go up the hill on the far side. This is going to be a really fast part of the course right through here. Okay, so I'm just coming past that gate that I just showed you guys a minute ago, and you can see once I turn around and walk backwards a little bit, we've got a pointer cone here to go left, and then some those are actually the promoters doing a run around in the ATV. So we're gonna go to the left and then we're gonna go right, and you can see it gets pretty tight through that last corner there before you go up the hill where those people are walking, and it gets even tighter up there on the top of the little hill there. All right, from this perspective you can actually see coming up over the hill here we've got a little bit of a rise, and then you could actually send yourself right into those cones and into the ditch if you aren't paying attention. But then there's a super narrow track right through here, and then we do a left-hander and start setting up for the tabletop. That's right, the tabletop. Okay, so just past that corner is the straightaway here. We're not quite to the tabletop yet, but got a little chicane here. Then we got some pointer cones up there in the distance, so we're going to stay to the left of that one, and then hard right, and then that sets up straight up for the tabletop. All right, now just to keep speeds in check for this, we actually have an optional chicane here, and got a pointer cone first, so we're going to go to the left of the pointer cone, and then we're going to do the optional chicane. I think I'm going to go right because then you come out on the left and you're set up to go over the tabletop where those people are walking up there. And here we are at the tabletop. So probably a little opportunity for air coming up on it, but if we walk to the far side of this, it's way more opportunity for air on the back side of this. But you got to be careful because it's got a left-hander at the bottom of the hill, and then it sets up for probably what's going to be the most fun part of the course. So you guys really can't see the elevation here, but it probably slopes away at, it's probably a 10-foot drop. So it's not a drop, but it's 10 feet of downslope right back into an uphill slope. So we've got another set of pointer cones here for left, and basically stay on the track. Don't go up the big jump here. All right, so then we're going to crest this little hill. It's got a little left-hander at the top, but check out the hill, the banked turn on the other side of this corner. right there is a banked turn, right-hander. It goes back off into the woods, and it is going to be super fun. You're going to be able to carry some speed. Suspension's going to compress into this corner, and there should be a lot of really good traction right through here. Okay, so we made it through the uphill banked corner, and then we come down into an off-camber, sloping away left-hander with a huge mud pit that you can get stuck in if you're not paying attention. Like if you cook it too hot, you will probably go into this mud pit and never come out. I think maybe Jeff Clark's Jeep would be the only one that could get through that. So right after that left-hander, we set up for another little uphill right-hander, and this is really tight up here, and there's a lot of potential for cone penalties through here. All right, so here's where the cone penalties start accumulating pretty heavily. The ones that are laying down don't count against your time, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's 14 seconds right there. Plus, if you're going to hit those, you're probably going to hit the other two. So that's 16, 18 seconds that you can knock out of your time just by missing that corner. So come up into this corner, make a hard right, and then we've got a little left-hander and then a chicane back to the left. Sorry, right-hander, then chicane back to the left. So after we get through that chicane, we come to this big corner here, and it looks fairly wide open, but it's really not. We've got a tight left here at the end of this corner with a bank, which you don't want to look at the bank. You need to look at the two pointer cones, because you need to come in inside of this and then set up for the right that goes back up into the woods. All right, so this is the right-hander that heads up into the woods, and it's kind of tricky because it's very, you can see the tractor there trying to flatten stuff out a little bit, but honestly, it's got a big lump in the middle of it, and that's going to get torn up. Sorry about the grater noise, the tractor's making a lot of. All right, so I'm trying to get away from the tractor as quick as I can, but basically, that area where the tractor is right now is a lot of huge rocks, and then they pop up over a little hill into this left-hander. And I think he's trying to flatten it out a little bit more with the big tractor, but so I don't know if you can see right where there's actually like a dirt lump there, and so if you come in too hot, you're gonna pop that, and you're gonna punch this gate, and that's gonna be a 10-second penalty. And then you got to set yourself up for this gate right here. So we come out into the marbles, and we got to head pretty much straight to where those people are walking right over there. And then finally we're here at the finish, and it doesn't look sadistic, but it is kind of sadistic in a little bit of a way. In fact, I heard people coming by here telling people to go one way on the course. That's not the way I'm going to go. So let me break this down, and this was not my intuition that led me to this decision. It was actually suggested to me last night when I was walking the course. But here we have a optional slalom, second cone for the optional slalom, and a pointer cone that suggests you go right to go into the finish. First thought is to come in right, go left, and then swing out for the other cone. But I'm going to go left, swing out wide into the grass, and then straight into the finish. So when you're walking the rallycross course, one of those things is take time, multiple times, break it down, talk to your racers that are out there walking the course with you, and sometimes you'll come up with a solution that between the two of your heads that saves you time on the course. And that's really what this is all about, saving time on the course. So the car is pretty much set up, cameras are mounted, tech's done, and then so we're doing course walk now. We're gonna do our first session, and then tonight we have a night session. So we're gonna get some night runs, and then tomorrow we're gonna run the course in reverse. So that's what's happening. Hopefully you guys enjoy the coverage from Hannegan, and hopefully you guys can come out and race here, because this is gonna hopefully be a very super fun very super fun weekend of racing. All right, everybody, so that was a terrible first run. My ECU died again. This is the third event that I've had an ECU go short out on me. Swapped out the ECU that I repaired, and car fired right back up. Unfortunately, I had two. I just don't know if it's going to last the whole weekend. So I'm going to go out again, and if the same thing happens, my weekend is done. I will not be able to get another ECU repaired in time. So we're going to see what happens. We're going to see what happens, and hopefully I can keep racing. Otherwise, it's going to be a very short weekend for me. Well, everybody, that was a complete failure. I don't know what's going on with the car. Pushed it back up on the trailer. I'm pretty disappointed, angry, pissed off, everything else right now. But yeah, I didn't even make it. It was fine all the way up to the start line. Got out on the track, car shut off. So I don't know what to do. I was really looking forward to this weekend. I really needed a good weekend of racing, and now I have nothing. I'm gonna go home and put the car in the garage, and I don't know what my plan is for fixing it or parting it out, or I don't know yet. But maybe I'll just come back next season with a completely different car. I don't know, but maybe I'll fix it. I don't know. So hopefully you enjoyed seeing what could have been, and maybe next year I'll get to race here, maybe I won't. So at any rate, until next time, get out there and work on something. All right, everybody, so I spent most of my dinner break diagnosing what's going on with the car, and looks like there's a broken wire in the harness somewhere. The ECM relay is not grounding itself, so I janktified a piece of wire into the back of the ECM relay and stripped it down and screwed it to the body, and the car's running. So did a bunch of zip tying on the harness to try to hold it up out of the way so it doesn't move around at all, and hopefully we're gonna get some night runs in, because it's really the best part of doing this out here is going and doing the night runs. So As far as getting like series points and stuff like that this weekend, that's a no-go because I had 3 DNFs earlier today, so we'll see what happens. But this at least be fun to watch for everyone else. Alright everybody, the repair worked. The car held together for a whole lap, which is more than I can say has been my success ratio in the last few races. So I did keep it together at Dirtfish, but I think I just got lucky there. So I'm going to go out for a couple more runs tonight and then race tomorrow. We're going to do pretty much the same course, but we're going to reverse it and see what happens. I mean, there's going to be no placing for me today, but I might still get some series points, and I got a good idea of what I need to do to fix the car. So I'll let you guys enjoy some more night laps, and I'm just gonna shut the camera off and have fun doing this. So I'll catch up with you guys in the morning. Survive the night sessions, and night racing is so much fun. So today we're going to run the course in reverse, and a few small changes, but basically the same course in reverse. A little bit of change on the oval, and again, we're out of the points for today, but it's just about coming out and seeing if I can get all 6 runs in this afternoon and get some more seat time in. So that's what's going to happen. I'll let you guys know how the car is holding up and how the course is, and that'll be it. All right, everyone, that puts a wrap on the on this weekend of Rallycross. Definitely had some challenges this weekend, but came out with a car that ran for a total of 9 pretty brutal laps. So I'm really happy that I finally figured out what was going on with the wiring in this car, and I'll definitely install a little more permanent repair. But yeah, I'm glad that this is solved. So so that's it. I'm hungry, I'm tired, and filthy from dust. So that's it for this episode of Throttle Grotto. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, get out there and work on something.